people of the earth. One man once said, "None are more hopelessly enslaved than those who falsely believe they are free." This is the situation for most people on the earth today. We are still slaves to the rich through various economic manipulations that enable them to maintain their wealth on the backs of the working class via a national deficit, a credit monopoly. The monarchy is alive, except those monarchs of today are international bankers. I guess the money changers eventually did take over. They use various institutions like central banks, taxing agencies, insurance companies, whom the wealthy benefit from, that is subsidized, more like fully funded, by the regular working class to maintain their wealth. It has become clear to me that capitalism is a great failure. The only thing maintaining the wealth of the wealthy is taxes and inflation via the working class. Most of the wealth was created by useless IOUs. The cost of living has been steady on the rise since its inception, with many struggling to make ends meet. America credits capitalism with its success, but that is not true. American capitalism right now is being sustained by Asian buying their debt. In other words, socialism. If America did not have the international default currency, they'd be in major economic trouble. Sure, capitalism brings early success, like any Ponzi scheme, though eventually someone on the bottom is going to be left out. Look at how many countries have enjoyed a boost of wealth and then economic calamity due to capitalism, because the wealth is created by debt that has to be paid sooner or later by your grandchildren and mine. America claims to be the greatest nation on earth, though it is far from it. What is the source of their success? Well, it was the only country whose economy was not left in ruins after world wars. European elites took their wealth and transferred it to the USA, gave them a global default currency, which basically means it is subsidized by every other nation's currency. And with their newfound wealth, they were able to buy the greatest minds from the Eastern Hemisphere. Not only that, like the Roman Empire, American elites exploit cheap labor in foreign countries that is used to strip them of their resources for next to nothing. Basically, slavery. Let's talk about democracy. Is capitalism compatible with democracy when you have citizens using money to bribe politicians? Democracy has become a joke, with people crying fraud all over the planet. This is not to say I do not support democracy. I fully do, in a socialist system. I just do not support the democracy that exists today. All it consists of is puppet candidates of the wealthy and a Congress bought and paid for by lobbyists. This isn't democracy, this is corruption. They control both sides and stack the decks. Grassroots movements or parties are intimidated, sued, threatened into not participating. Therefore, we need more grassroots movements to keep the elections clean. Therefore, the two-party system has got to go. The notion that candidates are chosen by the people is laughable. We all know that the candidates are chosen by the rich to serve the rich, regardless of how many lies politicians will tell you. Each candidate tries to figure out how to put money in the pockets of the rich via taxpayer money, whether by increasing taxes, increasing currency circulation, new useless government programs which are basically cash grabs, or cutting social programs. Though the pigs are always well fed. The middle class can be explained like this. If you take a wild horse and you enslave it, it will do everything in its power to become free again, since it has tasted true freedom. Though a horse born in captivity will slave all its life for his master because it does not know that it is in captivity. It has never tasted freedom. Sure, it gets a pat in the back and some oats here and there, but it is not free.